Hi students, today we are going to discuss about solution. The introduction of solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Homogeneous mixture means it is very clear solution. In solution, the component present lesser amount by weight is called solute. The solute means what, students? The lesser amount of substance in the solution. That is called solute. The component present larger amount by weight is called solvent. The solvent is larger amount present in the solution. In short, the solution can be represented as follows. Solute plus solvent equal to solution. For example, solute means salt. Solute means what? Salt. Solvent means water. The solution means salt solution. So, salt is the solute. The solute means what? Lesser amount by weight. Water is a solvent. Solvent means the larger amount by weight. Next, the types of solution. The true solution, colloidal solution and suspension. True solution. What is meant by true solution? We can see that in the case of sugar, we get a clear solution and the particles never settle down. This mixture is called true solution. The particles never settle down. It is very clear solution. We can see that the sugar solution is not able to see. That mixture is called what, students? The true solution. Next, colloidal solution. In the case of starch and water, we get a cloudy mixture. This mixture is called colloidal solution. Next is suspension. In the case of wheat flour mixed with water. In this case, the wheat flour mixed with water. What we will get? We get very turbid mixture. Turbid mixture also some of the colloidal mixture கலங்கலா இருக்கக்கூடியது. Turbid means கலங்கலா இருக்கக்கூடிய mixture. And fine particles slowly settle down at the bottom after some times. This mixture is called suspension. Next, the true solution. For example, true solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances in which a substance dissolved solute in solvent has the particle size less than 9 to 10 meter or 1 nanometer. Particles of true solution cannot be filtered through the filter paper and are not visible naked eyes. We cannot see naked eyes in the particles. The solution is very clear. This is called true solution. Next, to colloidal solution. The colloidal solutions means a colloidal solution is a heterogeneous system consisting of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. What is meant by dispersed phase and dispersed medium? The dispersed phase is nothing but the phase that is scattered or present in the form of colloidal particles is called dispersed phase. Next, dispersion medium is nothing but the medium is which the colloidal particles are dispersed is called dispersed medium. Dispersed phase or dispersion medium can be solid, gas or liquid. There are 8 different combinations possible. The combination of gas in gas not possible because gas in gas always forms true solutions. This is the colloidal form of solutions. Right. Next, the classification of colloids based on physical state of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. You see here, the dispersed phase means already I told you the present in the form of colloidal particles. The colloidal particles is dispersed phase. Dispersion medium means the colloidal particles are dispersed. The colloidal particles are dispersed. இது கரைக்கக்கூடியத dispersion medium னு சொல்வோம். கரைய போகிறத டிஸ்பர்ஸ்டு ஃபேஸ்ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் டிஸ்பர்ஸ்டு ஃபேஸ் கரையக்கூடியது சாலிடு. டிஸ்பர்ஷன் மீடியம் அதில் கரைக்கக்கூடியது, இது வந்து கரைக்கக்கூடியது, இதில் வந்து கரையும், இந்த சாலிடு போய் இதில் கரையக்கூடியது. சாலிடு ப்ளஸ் சாலிடு, சாலிடு சொல்யூஷன். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் அலாய்ஸ், ஜேம்ஸ், கலர்டு ஜெல். Next, solid in liquid, solid dissolved in liquid. This is the dispersed phase and this is dispersed medium. It is called the solid solution. For example, paint, inks, eggs, white. Next, solid in gas, solid in gas, aerosol, smoke, dust. Liquid in solid, liquid is the dispersed phase and dispersion medium is solid. Name is gel. For example, curd, cheese, jelly. Liquid in liquid, liquid mixed with liquid, that is called emulsion. Emulsion means கலங்களாக இருக்கக்கூடியது, குழம்பு மாதிரி இருக்கக்கூடியது. That is milk, butter, oil in water, that is a emulsion. And liquid in gas, aerosol, mist, fog, clouds. Gas in solid, solid foam and cake, bread. Gas in liquid, foam, soap, leather, soap நுரையெல்லாம் இருக்கு இல்லையா, அது gas in liquid. Aerated water. This is difference between the physical dispersed phase and the dispersion medium. Next, for example, for colloidal solutions, Brownian movement and Tyndall effect, we will see the videos now. Brownian movement. When colloidal solutions are viewed under powerful microscope, it can be seen that colloidal particles are moving constantly and rapidly in zigzag directions. The Brownian movement of particles is due to the unbalanced bombardment of the particles by the molecules of dispersion medium. I have one video include this Brownian movement. Please watch it.
Brownian movement. The continuous zigzag motion of fine particles suspended in a gas or a liquid is called Brownian movement. It was discovered in the year 1827 by the botanist Robert Brown and is named after him. For example, let us observe a beam of sunlight entering a dark room. You will find that the dust particles are constantly moving in a haphazard manner. What makes dust particles move continuously in air? You already know that air is a mixture of gases, and gas molecules are always in a state of free random movement. These molecules hit the dust particles from all directions and make them move in an irregular manner. Similarly, if pollen grains are placed in water, they do not remain at rest, but move about continuously and randomly. This is also an example of Brownian movement.
The Brownian movement, which means the continuously zigzag motion of particles suspended in a gas and liquid, is called Brownian movement. Tyndall effect. Tyndall, 1869, he has observed that when a strong beam of light is focused on a colloidal solution, in path of beam becomes visible. The phenomenon is known as Tyndall effect, and the illuminated path is called Tyndall cone. This phenomenon is not observed in the case of true solution. You see another one video about Tyndall effect.
Tyndall Effect. When a strong beam of light is passed through a colloidal solution, the light is scattered by the colloidal particles. This scattering of light is called the Tyndall effect. The illuminated beam or cone formed by the scattering of light is called Tyndall beam or Tyndall cone. The path of the light becomes visible when viewed from a direction at right angles to that of the incident light.
The 5 mark for Brownian movement and the Tyndall effect. Brownian movement is nothing but அந்த பார்ட்டிகல்ஸ் வந்து zigzag மூமெண்ட்டில் இருக்கும். டிண்டால் எஃபெக்ட்னா கொலைடலில் வந்து அந்த லைட்டை அப்சர்வ் பண்ணி விசிபிளாக தெரியும். தட் இஸ் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் பிட்வீன் திஸ் டூ. திஸ் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் கொஷின்ஸ். நெக்ஸ்ட் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் பிட்வீன் த டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் சொல்யூஷன். ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி, சஸ்பென்ஷன் சொல்யூஷன் அண்ட் கொலைடல் சொல்யூஷன் அண்ட் ட்ரூ சொல்யூஷன். த பார்ட்டிகல் சைஸ் in suspension less than 100 nanometer. In colloidal solution, the particle size 1 to 100 nanometer. And solution, true solution is less than 100 nanometer, but suspension greater than 100 nanometer. Sorry, I told you less than. Suspension is greater than 100 nanometer. And filter separation possible, impossible, and solution also impossible. Setting of particles, suspension settle on their own. Here settle on configuration, and in solution do not settle. And appearance in suspension opaque. Opaque means light வந்து ஒளி புகாது, அந்த லைட் வந்து உள்ளே போகாது, அப்படியே தடுத்து நிறுத்திடும். That is opaque. Translucent or semi-transparent means கொஞ்சமாக லைட்டை வந்து கசியும், லைட்டை கம்மியாக எடுத்துக்கும், ரொம்பவும் டிரான்ஸ்பேரண்ட்டாகவும் இருக்காது, ரொம்பவும் தடுக்காது, கம்மியாக கொஞ்சோண்டு எடுத்துக்கும். த டிரான்ஸ்பேரண்ட் ஒளியை வந்து ஃபுல்லாக வெளியில் விட்டுரும். டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் டிண்டால் எஃபெக்ட் ஷோஸ், ஹியர் ஆல்சோ ஷோஸ், பட் இன் ட்ரூ சொல்யூஷன் டஸ் நாட் ஷோஸ். டிஃப்யூஷன் ஆஃப் பார்ட்டிகல்ஸ், do not diffuse, diffuse slowly and diffuse rapidly. In true solution, the diffusion of particles is diffuse rapidly. வேகமா diffuse ஆகும், பரவும். diffuse means the பரவுறது, இந்த particles வந்து பரவக்கூடிய தன்மை. Brownian movement may show, here show, may or may not show. Nature heterogeneous, here also heterogeneous. Suspension and colloidal state both heterogeneous, and true solution homogeneous. Next, difference between the true solution, colloidal solution, suspension. This is a structure of colloidal solutions. Next, emulsion. Emulsion is a special kind of colloids. Emulsion அப்படின்னா குழம்பு, ஒரு குழம்பு மாதிரி இருக்கும். That is emulsion. An emulsion is a colloid of two or more immiscible liquids where one liquid is dispersed in another liquid. This means one type of liquid particles get scattered in another liquid. For example, curd, oil, paints. வாட்டரில் வந்து ஆயில் கலந்துருக்கும், இல்லை ஆயிலில் வந்து வாட்டர் கலந்துருக்கும். That means the emulsion. See this picture. This is dispersed in oil. The liquid, one liquid is dispersed in another liquid. Types of emulsion. The emulsion also have two types. The first, the two liquids mixed can form different types of emulsion. For example, oil and water can form an oil in water emulsion. You see here, oil with oil in water. Example, cream, where oil droplets are dispersed in water, or they can form water in oil emulsion. Water in oil emulsion. For example, butter with water dispersed in oil. You see here, this is the example. Here, oil with water. Oil mixed to water. The water is a dispersion medium. Oil is dispersed phase. Right. For example, cream. This is cream. Next, water in oil. Water molecules mixed in oil. This is the water molecules. Here the water molecules is dispersion phase. Oil is dispersion medium. For example, butter. For example, butter. This structure of types of emulsion. Thank you, students.